I don't love you anymore.
Alright, what's up guys? My name is Patrick and today I am making a video explaining all the things that I've done to my car thus far. So right now in 2019, it's the start of the summer. I just got off of school. So I'm going to take you around the car and show you what I've done so far because there's a lot of things that are going to be changing this summer and I really kind of want to have like a little like before and after, if that makes any sense. Alright, so starting off with like the most noticeable thing. So wheels and tires. These are KONIG wide opens. And they're 15x8 with an ET of 25. And for the tires, we have Continental Extreme Contact Sports. These are kind of like their newer tire, and it's a 205/50/15. So I think that this setup looks just outstanding on this car. I really like the bronze mixed with the red. I think it just looks really clean. All right, moving towards the front of the car, we see this this front lip. This is straight off of eBay. It is a complete rip-off of a Garage Very front lip. But it was $50 and it looks great. I have to fix up a lot of the, there's a lot of things on this car that I have to fix up and the lip is one of them. I'll show you why. So if we zoom in here, you kind of see that there's a lot of tape that sticks out. This was just like a poor job on my part. I didn't really know what I was doing. This is my first attempt. The other side looks a lot better, but this is pretty bad. And then this is kind of minor, but I don't know if you can see, the lip kind of points up. So it points very much way too up this way when it should be more flat. And that's another thing that I have to fix, and I can do the tape and kind of the placement of it at the same time, so that's not too big of an issue. So the exhaust right now isn't a full like header system. It is basically a COBALT AXLEBACK and then a Racing Beat mid-pipe. It's kind of loud, but not really. To really make it loud, you gotta have a header, and that's coming eventually. But right now I'll show you kind of what this sounds like. Okay, so moving on the inside, there's not a whole lot of stuff done. I did a radio because the old one was just awful and didn't have an aux cord, which was the main thing that I needed. And another interesting mod is these vents. So these are actually off of a Mitsubishi Eclipse and they just look incredibly clean. They look like they were meant to be here. And I think the nicest part of them is that you can actually close them off, because what I do is close the passengers off and then leave the drivers open, and that actually puts a lot more air towards the driver. Also, we have this this cat. This has been in all my cars for like 4 years now, so it's just kind of staying with me. So another thing that is pretty noticeable is the actual drop of the car. So this car is on coilovers and they're by BC Racing. This is their BR series, which is basically their cheapest coilover. The alignment I have is definitely not what it should be. With Miatas, it's kind of weird because to get actual negative camber, you have to have extended ball joints, and I don't have those. Okay, so as for the engine, it's pretty much stock. There isn't really much done to it. I have a COBALT Racing intake, and that's it. You get some pretty good induction noises out of this, and yeah, other than that, that's really the only thing that adds power other than like the exhaust. So yeah, this car is basically stock in terms of power. I will show you guys what this sounds like. Okay, so that is basically everything that's done to my car. It is very lightly modified, and it's not by any means like some crazy tuner car. It's just kind of a nice little daily driven Miata. But yeah, it handles well and it's fun to drive. And again, the reason why I'm making this video is because this car is going to be changing quite a bit over the summer. Now, I have to debunk like one theory. A lot of people think that I'm going to go turbo with this car this summer. I'm not going to, because I just don't have money. Turboing a Miata, while it's kind of cheap compared to other cars, especially like NA platforms that use turbo, it's still pretty expensive. A good turbo setup for this car with, you know, a full hot side and cold side turbo kit, the actual turbo itself, which I already know the turbo that I want to run. I'm not going to tell you guys that, but I know it. I've planned it out, along with the clutch and flywheel. It'll run you like above $3,000, probably closer to $4,000. It's really expensive, and I'm just not at that point in life where I can afford to drop that kind of money, which sucks. But you know, maybe one day I'll have some money to drop a turbo kit in this car. But as of right now, nah. But anyway, guys, I just want to thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm making a lot of videos this summer, so I could always use some help with video ideas. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you again for watching, and have a good one.